Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be looking at the tropics in the Eastern Pacific, also in the Northern Pacific. I mean, not Northern, Central Pacific, because the Central Pacific is where Hawaii is, and we could potentially have one of these systems hit Hawaii by mid-July, so we do have to watch, and that's what we're going to be looking at today, and we're just going to be looking at all the possible storms. Alright, so as you can see, Alvin, that is our storm that was a hurricane. It peaked Thursday night for briefly. It was a hurricane just for a few hours. But now it's only 30-mile-per-hour winds, so it's really calmed down. It's dissipating. It's going away. But this one, there's a 90% chance over the next 5 days, 80% over the next 48 hours of development. This one's very, very... it's gonna happen. It's gonna pretty much be a fish storm for a while, which is just when it's just over water. Maybe it could create some bad waves along the Hawaii coast once it gets over there, or it could potentially even make landfall. There are some models that are saying that, but some are having it go south or north, so we really don't know yet. But there is a potential Hawaii could get hit again. Okay, after this, right behind it, there's going to be another one with 0% chance over the next 2 days, and over the next 5 days, we have a 30% chance. So this one's not as likely, but it definitely could happen. If once it gets out in these waters, I think they might make the chance bigger. Alright, now we're going to go on to the GFS model in the Eastern Pacific, and I'll just kind of show you what the tropics are looking like. Okay, so right now you can see Alvin is up here. Nothing, it's really going away. And there's a lot of tropical waves along this area they're pretty intense. So we have a lot going on. Okay, so you can see by July 1st, we have our first system to develop along there. And you can see it really does form. It really does make itself look good. We'll say that, because it's going to be 973 millibars. It's very strong, and this has the potential to be a hurricane or even a major hurricane. And you can see behind this we have another system, which was that other system we saw on the National Hurricane Center. So you can see that this may, by July 7th, turn into a big storm, and then the first one that we saw may dissipate, or on yesterday's models it was showing it keep going and hit Hawaii. So we will have to see what happens. But you can see this other storm, it gets really close to land, but it's not going to make landfall. And then this one keeps going. It kind of branches off of the other one. So we have another system that'll just stay in the water. And then you have another one by July 15th this is showing. So really, it's really active this year. It's going to be really active in the Eastern Pacific and the Central Pacific. Okay, so here's Hawaii. You can see they don't really have much going on until around July 8th and 9th. You can see this first system we saw earlier does come up on it. It does create some problems, maybe even some flooding. Now, if this stays stronger, we could get bad winds and stuff like that, but I still do think we could have big waves, flooding rains. It could not be good for them, so we will definitely have to see what's going to happen there around July 8th to 10th. But after that, really, we don't have anything going on there for the next week, so that will be good. That'll be good for cleanup if it does get bad. Okay, so now we're going to go to July 1st, because this is when our first system does form. This is the wind map, so this is kind of showing what the winds will be. You can see by July 1st in this first storm, it's showing about 32 mile per hour winds. But once we get into the second, it gets a little stronger. Not too much stronger, but you can see the winds are starting to get more intense. And by the 4th, this thing is really It's really getting big. 52 mile per hour winds and 84 mile per hour wind gusts. So this is going to be a pretty bad storm. And it could cause a lot of problems if it does get near Hawaii. Okay, but once we get back here, by the 5th, you can see we have these systems forming too behind it. But the first system it's still going. So we're going to have a lot of systems at once, just like in 2017 during the Atlantic hurricane season. We had 3 storms at once, so it was really dangerous. And the good thing is a lot of these won't hit land, but if one hits Hawaii, it could be very catastrophic. So we just gotta hope that it steers north or south of it. But you can see this model has it really getting close. Okay, we're gonna go to the 6th. You can see it keeps moving west. It's really on that western track. It's not really moving that much north or south. It's going a little bit to the northwest, just a little bit, but then it makes a southern turn, it shows, by the 6th. And then we have these other systems behind, creating 40 mile per hour winds. So we have 3 systems making problems right now. Okay, but when we get to around midnight on the 8th, you can see we have some winds that are starting to reach from the system. It's starting to reach Hawaii. So it could get pretty intense there. If we look at the waves, you can see the wave heights are going to be they could be pretty intense in some spots. So that could be dangerous. That could pose a dangerous threat. So we do have to watch on that too, because that could be really dangerous. Okay, so if we go to the 8th, you can see it really stays south of Hawaii. But, okay, but really it stays south, but it could make that northern tick. A lot of systems have done that, so we're going to have to watch if it keeps going there, south, if it keeps going southwest, or if it goes up that way. But as we can see right here, the rains on this model, it's saying they won't reach it by the 8th, but by the 10th, we're going to have to see. So we will keep you all updated on this system over the next few days, because, you know, Hawaii could be in for a bad storm mid-July, possibly. But then we have these 2 other storms over here. They kind of, on the National Hurricane Center, they made them the same storm, but they're not going to be. So we're going to have 3 storms in the Pacific to worry about pretty much by July 8th. So yeah, guys, I hope y'all did enjoy this video. We will keep y'all updated on this, especially this first system that could hit Hawaii potentially. We're going to have to see about that one. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.